Now, if you're a parent, you'll recognise the problem. The teenagers with anxieties about an important exam or maybe pressure to find the right group of friends. Well, now there may be an answer, and it doesn't involve popping any pills. Many schools are trying to bring a sense of calm into the classroom by a new brain training technique. It's called mindfulness. The method has developed from its roots in Eastern philosophy, and the recent surge in popularity is now being backed by the scientific community. But let's go over to Prague now and Kevin Hawkins. Just tell me, in your experience, we heard you carry this out in your school, you encourage the teenagers to do it. Does it work? I mean, we saw one example here in the UK. Does it work for you?
Well, it works for me personally, yeah, that's kind of why I got interested. But for teenagers, yeah, we've been teaching it here for 3 years to children in Prague. And I'm teaching especially 11 to 14-year-olds. We also teach it to our 15 and 17-year-olds in the high school. And yeah, I would say for a majority of children, they get something from it. It can be varies according to the individual. Some people use it very much for controlling stress or for focus. Other people might apply it in sports or for performance anxiety.
I don't know, obviously, who your students are and what they're like, but my guess is they're not the kind of teenagers we'd find, say, in a inner city school here in London, where there is plenty of stress, plenty of anxiety, you know, from difficult homes. I mean, would it work in those kind of conditions, or just with the sort of privileged kids you're dealing with?
Yeah, I think that's true. We have a different environment to the one you're talking about there. But on the other hand, teenagers are teenagers, and those crucial years bring with them a certain amount of stress, whatever your environment. So I think the kind of skills that we're giving kids here gives them a kind of toolbox, toolkit that they can pull on. And I would think, yes, very much so, children in any area would benefit from this kind of training. The ability to anchor yourself, to calm yourself, to know a little bit more about how your mind works, so that when problems do arise, you get a chance to really draw from that toolkit and apply the things that you've learned. And for teenagers especially, just that chance to understand a little bit about how the mind works, that the stories that we tell ourselves about ourselves and about other people aren't necessarily true, so that we can inquire into that. And it's just a healthy skepticism about our thought processes that can actually, as you're growing through the teenage years, can be very valuable in the way that you view the world, view yourself.
And just as a matter of interest, have the parents bought into it, or some of them think, oh, you're bringing in sort of hippie stuff into the classroom?
Well, I think some of them might have thought that, but interestingly, just a few weeks ago, I offered a workshop for parents early in the morning, and 60 people turned up. We're only a small school, 800 kids. Of those 60, 45 of the parents signed up for an 8-week course themselves.
OK, Kevin Hawkins, I think we're going to leave you there, but thank you very much for being part of the discussion on GMT.